Welcome everybody to RVT. This is RVT Rashid's Video Tube in conjunction with RMJC, Rashid's Music Jukebox Center. And I am Rashid Darman coming on live on social media. Glad you guys are here. This, of course, here is another red orbit. We haven't done one of these in a while. So I want to welcome all of you. This is the place where we're going to come to when we want to talk about spiritual things. Nothing in particular, just spiritual things. Things that we may be familiar with or may come across that's on the back of our mind, in our subconscious, what have you. Just spiritual things, nothing in particular. Sit back, relax, and let's get the discussion going. Randomly discussing things is the cooperative word. Alright? Nothing in particular. Just hanging out. Talking about spirituality. On the day, this Monday, is because we just got through spiritual weekend around here. You know? So this is good. Can't wait for Wednesday so we can get things started again. The weekend starts on Wednesday around here. Yes, the weekend starts on Wednesday. So Wednesday starts the spiritual weekend. The 4th of July is now the 5th of July. I hope everybody had a good 4th of July. Fireworks and all. I couldn't even get no sleep. All the noise.
What did you say?
It was terrible, sweetie. It was terrible. Nonetheless, we got through the night. They went to like 3 in the morning, almost 2 in the morning, shooting the fireworks. It was really bad. And they're probably going to do the same thing today. Yeah. Probably ain't finished. I'm watching this movie called Two-Story House, and it has like a little bit of spiritual innuendos in it. Whatever that word, how you pronounce that word, innuendos, Indian windows. Indian windows. Well, the thing is, if I wasn't on the microphone, I would get it right. It's a genius thing. You learn to live with it after a while. Anyway, if y'all knew about the spiritual talk I just gave, you know, it's like, yeah, we really do believe that this is the Great Tribulation starting. A lot of people don't believe it. So many people just don't believe it. For whatever reason or another, a lot of people just don't believe that the time is up right now. And this is the beginning stages of the Great Tribulation. They just don't fucking believe it. They don't believe it. But if you ask me, it's a thing of, can you blame them? I mean, can you really blame them? Why would they believe something like that? You know? Why would they believe something like that? Why would they sit up there and admit, yeah, that this is the end of the world? Very happy. That's just idiotic. That's why God said in the Bible, every knee shall bow. You see? I mean, he says that for a reason. It's in the Bible for a reason. What exactly is that insinuating? every knee shall bow. It's like saying, it's like having a menu for a restaurant, holding the menu for a restaurant, and on the menu it says everybody will eat some of this food. You know what I mean? It's like, it says that it's in the Bible for read that every knee shall bow. You know. Because they're gonna be hard-headed. Right? People gonna be hard-headed. That's why they're goats. That's why the Bible says they're goats, because they're hard-headed. Not gonna listen. They see something in front of them, and you know, I had a friend that told me before. He said, Rashid, you're the type of person you gotta put shit up to your nose to see that it stink. You know? And I am. I'm hard-headed. I'm really, really hard-headed. We all are. Sadicians are. I mean, when you really, if you really want to talk about it, we are. Extremely hard-headed. Extremely. If you get sleepy while you're listening to this, my advice is to turn it off until another time and continue it on. That's just my advice. But nonetheless, I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad you chose to listen to me, to come around here and just choose some spiritual fact with us. You know, I'm glad. Are you guys... No, let me get this out the way. Let me ask him, sweetie, because we talk about this shit all the time around here. Are you guys happy that they're insinuating that everything is all like getting back to normal? Does that make you happy? You know some countries are still in lockdown right now. You do realize that. But the way America is carrying on, you would think the whole world is like what we're doing, like reopening and everybody cheering and having fun. Well, I think that virus spread because of the 4th of July thing. I'm pretty sure it did. So don't be surprised if you come across and they say, hey guys, we're going back up because of 4th of July. Then it's going to go down, then holidays are right around the corner. All because of Thanksgiving, we're going up again. It's the same fucking shit. It's the same cliche over and over again. That's what it's turning into. Yeah, that's what it looks like it's turning into. The same thing over and over again. So, yeah. This is a strange movie. I can see why it highlighted purgatory before it. Because they stuck in this one place. They said there's no such thing as purgatory. Purgatory is a place where you just stay at until they decide, are you going to go to heaven and hell? So until then, you just sit in one place. That's purgatory. This is a strange, this is a very strange world we live in. You know, because it's not reasonable to believe that there's life other than here. You know, it's multitude of examples of life someplace else, and all of them are proven false. But we're getting proof from two avenues. That is life from somewhere else. But yet we're walking around like it's not life from somewhere else. It's not life somewhere else. It's not life somewhere else. And the first one it has to be outer space, aliens, UFOs, stuff like that. UFOs. But yet we have proof of lights being in the sky. And I think in the scriptures it brings out that, I forgot who it was, Jeremiah, one of the prophets, saw lights up in the sky. But, so we have some proof that there may be life on other planets or out in the universe. Now, have you came across something? Have anybody came across something? We came across something. I came across something that is life someplace else. Then you have the spirit world, like purgatory or guardian angels. You know, everybody been through some incident where it's like I had a guardian angel watching over me. You know, or that couldn't have happened if, I'm glad somebody spiritual was there, because something worse could have happened. We could go on and on and on with examples. So we have two areas, and in a conversational fault that's proven that there's life someplace else, but yet we're still consistent in saying that there's life nowhere else but the planet Earth. And yet, in both cases, whether outer space or on Earth, man has yet to, I ain't going to say man up, but man has yet to admit or follow up or follow through with seeing that it's like someplace else. And yet the proof is right there when we see so many people saying, hey, I saw something in the sky. I know what I saw. Or they say, hey, I heard somebody talking to me. I heard somebody talking to me and it sounded like my grandmother, my aunt, and all of this and so forth like this. But it's never a scientific study to show where these people are telling the truth or lying. There's nothing. And yet that's the reality of it, is that we have the proof, but nobody's willing to dig into these areas and come up with something. Nobody's willing to do that. Can you blame people for not believing in God? Some people, one guy walked by an evangelist who was preaching on the streets, and he said, "Ha!" He said bullshit or something real loud, and the audience started clapping for him. It's just amazing how people just don't believe and not even gonna take the time out to see if it's true or not. When everybody's invited to do it, God said, reach out, invite, like God says, parties here, like it's just hard to, how can I see this shit? How can I see this? God, it's just hard to get things in order and perspective sometimes when I'm doing random conversations like this. Because I hit areas where I don't understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's some good shit. This is the great tribulation start, which I believe I'm just waiting to usher in God's kingdom. It's going to be so magnificent. So magnificent. Just sitting here on the microphone, randomly talking about anything, brings me a great deal of satisfaction. It brings me a great deal of joy. Just sitting here and just not in a rush. Yeah, feels good. I ain't gonna talk to Michael Punk on it. Now the hot weather's coming. I mean, you can see when the swimming pools spread the disease. You can see it. It's busy for spreading the disease. Had some girl. She was fucking some guy. And Lord was asking him, Lord was asked of him, there was this actually, I forgot what I was going to say. Actually, I forgot what I was going to say. It was from there. I got this story. I just came out with a watch. I'm gonna put it over the watch. So I like this. That we can just come on and just talk about anything. I like this. I like this a lot. Now, I'm trying not to, let nothing happen. It's really cool. Mm. 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 But look, as soon as I call the air, I get sleepy. As soon as I call the air, I get sleepy. Mm-hmm. And people will believe this is the end of the world now. There is chaos all around this earth.
Who told you about what? Boy. Him? What boy? The boy I told you about. The one that hides under the stairs. Adam, you never told me about his boy. I did. Well, I'll show you. He doesn't remember how he got here. It's okay, Ben. You have nothing to worry about. You shouldn't. Ben, I have a friend with me. Her name is Abby. She wants to talk to you. Okay?
And as soon as I call on the microphone, I get sleepy. Want to start over again? I'm going to keep going. Ain't nothing but seeing that we just hanging out. I know we just hanging out. Who said social media was good for only talking, you know? And let's see if I said that right. It just upsets me. It really upsets me. It gets to me. How people could say so much negative stuff about when it comes to religion. It really upsets me. It just gets to me. And there's no way that I can correct it, because they'll just look at me like I'm strange. But because of the Bible, Jesus left off some heavy indications on why we should just persist in what we're doing. I mean, he's telling us that we're going to be alone. And that is extremely heavy. The fact that we're going to be alone, or alone now. You know, give us every indication by saying if they hated you, don't feel bad because they hated me before they hated you. I believe, and I mean this, I believe that God makes people do things beyond their will. This is beyond their will. Meaning, I don't want to do it. God says you're going to do it anyway. With the same time, we have freedom of choice to do what we want to do. That's what I believe. He did it to Moses. Moses, I can't talk. God said he's doing it anyway. He did it to Noah. Noah drank. He was a drink. He drank. Noah drank. He did it to him. He did it to Jeremiah. He did it to Jeremiah. God, he said to God, he said, get out of my face. I ain't talking about you no more. He talked that way to God. God said, you're still doing it. You see? You're still doing it. And I believe that God made me this way, and he did it for a reason. Now, what that reason is, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what that reason is, but he made me this way for a reason. Nobody's supposed to like me, dude. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's supposed to like no damn Rashid. I mean, if you come out and say you like Rashid, you could get really hurt. You know, somebody really hurt you. And that's pretty damn serious, you know? That's pretty damn serious, and yet that's reality. That's the world we live in, you know? But yet coming up, I was pretty popular, having all types of friends, all kinds of friends, and all of this shit, and it's like, you know, it always went back to the same thing. You know, I'm different. I look different, I talk different, I act different. Acquiring minds wants to know, you know, that type of thing. Acquiring minds want to know. I like being different. I don't know what I would do if I was the same like everybody else. I don't know what I would do. I don't know how I would deal with myself if I was the same like everybody else. Baby, I'm telling the truth. And you right here with me. We doing this shit. I'm telling the truth. I don't know what I would do if I was the same like everybody else. 'Cause I don't care much for nobody, really. I meet some people online, on social media, and these people, I really want to, like, let them know that I like them. You know, no kind of shit, nothing. But I want, you know, these people I meet online, I really like them. Sometimes I comment under their videos. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. But most of them really, I have a couple of them that says hi, you know, hi back, you know. But you know how you can, well, here's the thing. You know how you can tell when somebody's trying to get you pissed off and shit? You know what I'm saying? It's a difference when you, like, you know, like, okay, this person is sincere. Everybody know a smart ass. That's the one thing about shit. Everybody knows a smart ass. Smart asses can't camouflage themselves. Smart asses can't hide. You know, smart asses can't hide or camouflage themselves. They gotta show themselves. And no matter how hard you try, no matter what you do on social media, you're going to show who you really are. You are. You're going to. And a smart ass can't hide themselves. Even though they, you know, when you comment under their videos, they answer you and everything. It's the way that, you know, it's just, they smart. These people are very smart. You know, they're very smart. They do stuff. They know you trying to be friends with them. They know you're trying to be friends with them. So they'll maneuver everything to look like something. Like, no, you had evil intentions or some shit. And you know, it's just, you know, you just been a smart ass. You probably been a racist. Racist. Probably been a racist. They racist. You been a fucking racist. That's what you been, racist. You're a racist. I got some good plums from the supermarket, and they are fucking good, man. Nice and juicy and everything. There we go, it's so nasty. I said the plum was nice and juicy. I know that, but I said the plum was nice and juicy. Are we gonna go back and forth with this bullshit? You nasty. That's why. You nasty. Rock of ages, clap for me. Water and blood. So we got grapes. We got grapes in there, don't we? I'm going to get some grapes. Rock of ages, clap for me. I believe God makes people do things, dude. God made me like this so y'all can hate my ass. Because I'm a nice guy. And y'all guys hate nice people. Yes, you do. Stop lying. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. He made me like this for a reason. You know why? Because I'm one of God's sheep. So I can do what I want to do. Here, girl. Try this one. Try that. Try this one. Here. See, there's scriptures to back it up. There's scriptures to back it up. He says, don't be upset because they hate you. Don't forget they hated me before they hated you. But y'all say something like that talking about you guys. You got family to love you, don't you? I don't. Y'all do. I like you guys. Y'all hate me. You see? You want another scripture? I can't think of one right now. But there's a lot of scriptures. There's a lot. Oh! Don't be upset because they hate your ass. That's one. Don't be upset because they hate you. Because I called you out of the world. For this reason, that's why I hate you. The world is finding what it's on. what it is on. See, the world is finding people that's just like them. That's why everybody hates them. See, God called me out of the world. You see? See how it works? I could go out there to a fucking wild party and everything. Guess what? God is still calling me. He called me right back out of the wild party. He then asked me, did you have fun? How many friends did you make, Rashid? How many friends are like you, Rashid? How many people like you, Rashid? I ain't lying to you, dude. It's the truth. The world is fond of what is its own. Why is that so fucking hard to say? You guys sitting up there saying, he talking about me. That's because he talking about me. You got friends all around. You got friends and family and everybody like you and everything. You got family. You got relatives. And everybody like you. I don't. Because I'm nice. And I'm talented. And I believe in God. And everybody hate me. You see how it works? And what did the Bible tell me though? The Bible said, what? What did the Bible say? What did Jehovah say? He's Jehovah God. So I can do what I want to do. God says, so what? You're my sheep. I don't care. I don't care what you do. You're still my sheep. So you got to stay with me. I don't care what you do. Go ahead and sin. That's what Jesus died for. Just like the Apostle Paul. Just like the Apostle Paul. If somebody willfully sins, then the sacrifice is not for them. If they willfully sin, if somebody willfully sin, then there's no more praise and no more sacrifice. It's for. I'm smoking a cigarette right now. Am I willfully sinning? Do you know what sin is? Do you even know what a sin is? I'm going to light this cigarette right now while I'm eating these grapes. Is that a sin? That's what I'm asking you. Is it a sin? Smoking is a sin? The Bible never say in the Bible, it's not saying in the Bible you can't smoke. No, I tell you, but it's as in the Bible, it's defilement of the flesh. Since these things are destined to be before us, let's put away all our defilements of the flesh and defilements of the spirit, and purify yourself in the name of God. Dang! What are you talking about? How you know smoking is defilement of the flesh? How you know? Well, now you're going to grab man, huh? Now you're going to grab man out in the world. You're going to grab his man. That's what you're going to do. That's what you're going to do. Now you're going to grab man. And man, the medical field don't give a fuck about no God. The medical field believe in science. They don't believe in no damn God. But now you're going to grab what he say and say, that's defilement of the flesh. When Christopher Reeve and his wife died of cancer and they didn't even smoke at all. So many people, kids die of cancer all the time and they don't smoke at all. So now you're going to grab what they say. I know it's stupid, it is, but I'm going to say it anyway. I'm going to say it the fuck anyway. What classifies smoking as defilement? No. Why are you grabbing man? Why are you leaving the Bible for? What you leave? Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Where you traveling to? You want a ticket? What the fuck? Where are you traveling to? Where are we going? You want to take a boat ride? What the fuck? Where you going? Because the medical field. What they say? What did the medical field say about smoking? What did they say? On the side of the cigarettes, it says it's the cause for what? I don't know. I don't smoke some kind of cigarettes. I don't know. I used to, but I don't. So, alright, let me get this straight. The medical field said smoking is bad. Is the medical? Are they religious? Are they Muslim? What are they? What do they believe in? What do the medical field believe in? What do they believe in? Why are you grabbing them to justify what the Bible says? That's what I want to know. Answer that question. Why are you grabbing what they said to justify what's said in the Bible? Why are you doing that for? What you doing that for? What did God say? What did Jesus say? He said, let's put away every sort of defilement of the flesh and spirit. Alright, so smoking is defilement of the flesh. Okay, but there's nowhere in the Bible that says the smoking is defilement of the flesh. So you take it upon yourself and what the medical field say in the world, which don't even give a fuck about God, saying about smoking, about the tobacco industry. What's tobacco? What is it? What is it anyway? What is tobacco anyway? What is it? Okay, tobacco is a plant. You're a goddamn lie. Tobacco can't be a plant. Because if it's a plant, that means God created it. So don't let it be a plant too. And it's defilement. I swear to God, don't let it be a plant. Now you may say, I'm gonna see what this is. Oh. Rashid, stop twisting shit around. You know. What's you know? What's you know? What's you know? What you know? You know. What's you know? What's you know? Who do you know? Who that? What's you know? Who you talking to? Who you fucking... Who know? Who you talking about? Who you talking about? I'm asking what is tobacco. That's all I'm asking. Who does you know? What does you know shit? What is it? So God created tobacco. God created tobacco. Okay, let me get this straight now. God created tobacco. Okay, God created, not man. God did. So if you take it and eat it, and smoke it, it's defilement in the flesh. What about if you eat it? What about if you eat it or chew it? Is all defilement in the flesh? Maybe it's like the Garden of Eden, the forbidden fruit, where God said, don't eat from this tree right here. So God said, don't eat, even though God made it, don't eat from it. That's not what God said in the Bible. That's the only difference. What defiles a man? What did Jesus say? Let's put everything away, this defilement of the flesh and spirit, right? Okay, somebody asked Jesus, what defiles a man? What did Jesus say? He said anything about smoking? What did he say? What did he say? He said, what? What comes out of his mouth defiles a man. Period. That's what he's saying. And that was it. That was it. That was all. Nothing else. Nothing else. Sorry. Sorry. Take the last train to Clarksville. Da 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 da. Maybe you don't like smoking. Let me ask you a question. Let me just ask. Just listen to me. Just listen to me. Let me ask you a question. If you go into a building, say you went into like a Chuck E. Cheese or David and Buster. I used to say David and Buster is like a grown-up Chuck E. It's a Chuck E. Cheese for grown-ups. That's what I used to say when I was a cab driver. Baby, you know it. Yeah. If you walk into a place to see everybody having all this tremendous fun, not just fun, but tremendous fun. I'm talking fun where they don't even know you, and they turn around, look you right in your face, and start laughing, and they grab you by the shoulders and start laughing, and you looking around like, wow, everybody having a nice time here. How would you feel? How would you feel? That's good. That's good. You say you're feel good. Okay. What if it happened to you again, a second time? How would you feel then? What about if it happened to you a third time? How would you feel then? What about if it happened to you a fourth time? How would you feel then? Fifth time? Sixth time? Seventh time? Eighth time? Ninth time? 10th time! Wow! You're getting pissed off there, kid. You mean you don't like to see nobody enjoying themselves? Maybe you don't like smoking. What about that? I don't know. Somebody sitting there huffing and puffing and I don't know. It turns your teeth yellow. It smells bad after you quit for a while, then you smell it again. It's like, it's awful. And it does stain stuff and shit. So it is pretty fucking irritating. Answer me a question. How come the same thing don't apply for food? Don't bring out that pork bullshit. Don't bring out that pork bullshit because chicken is just as disgusting as pork. You spit on the ground and a chicken go in and eat up your spit. So don't say that pork bullshit. How come you sitting there with your stomach hanging over your pants, overweight then, if that's not defilement of flesh? Answer that question. How come the same thing don't apply for food? Cookies, cakes, potato chips, pretzels, soda. That's delicious there. That's not defilement of flesh? That's not bad for you? The FDA made some changes on boxes of cereal because they said it was bad. That's on the side of the box. The nutritional facts is on the side of the box, like warnings on the side of cigarettes. How come you don't add food in the list of defilement of flesh then? You overweight, ain't you? You gotta lose weight, right? Do you exercise? Do you take vitamins? Then you got defilement of flesh. What about drinking spigot water? What about that? What about drinking coffee? Let's talk about coffee. That's not defilement of flesh, caffeine? That's a drug. You talk about nicotine, but let's talk about caffeine. What's that? That's not defilement of flesh? What good is caffeine doing for your body? Explain that to me. What good is caffeine doing for your body? If that's not defilement of flesh, caffeine, then how the fuck nicotine is? Caffeine staining your shit up too. Caffeine staining your whole kidneys up. Your kidneys, I think your kidneys have a hard time with that caffeine shit like liquor. So how come defilement of flesh is with cigarettes and not caffeine and junk food? How come is that? Why is that? Sugar, salt, all of this shit. High blood pressure comes from salt. But you smoke, and there's a chance you might get cancer. You don't go to a hospital and they say, oh, you got some strange disease from smoking cigarettes. High blood pressure from smoking cigarettes. You get that from food. Now, that's not defilement of flesh. You got high blood pressure or low blood pressure, some kind of shit. All right, you can't eat this, you can't eat that, you can't eat this, you can't eat that. All from food, not cigarettes. But yet, cigarettes is defilement of flesh, not food. Okay, and none of it is in the Bible, by the way. None of it. You know why? Because you're getting information from the medical world, right? Who don't even give a fuck about the Bible. That's interesting shit there, dude. That's very interesting shit. Good philosophies you got. Very good philosophies. I don't see anything here. I heard Christians used to smoke. I heard that Christians used to smoke until a certain time. Then they had to stop smoking. So God was giving them spirit all that time while they were smoking. And then when they stopped smoking, God just continued to give them spirit. Jehovah's Witnesses in particular, they used to smoke when they first started. But then as they, that's when they stopped. So God, Holy Spirit, was helping them out when they were smoking. Let me get this straight. God's Holy Spirit was helping Christians out while they were smoking. They were just forgiven because they didn't know it was bad. At the time, they didn't know it was bad, so they were forgiven. But when they found out it was bad, that's when they stopped. And God continued to give them spirit. Okay, now they know they're bad, so I'm gonna continue to give them Holy Spirit. Really? Okay. All right. Y'all got strange philosophies, but that's cool. That's all right. Smoking is bad for you. So is that soft drink, but your fat ass still drinking it. Oh, it's not the same. It's not the same. Not the same. People got cancer all over the fucking place cancer all over the place. Some of them ain't even smoke a cigarette at all. We got bald head kids in the hospital and everything, smoking cigarettes, and they got cancer all over the fuck. Or emphysema or whatever. How you know you weren't gonna get that in the first place? How you know you weren't gonna get that in the first place? How you know? How you know? How you know you weren't gonna get that in the first? If you did smoke. I know we're about to give an example. That's all right. Let's give an example. People strange. I have the strangest cult in the world. Why are they watching Francis the Talking Mule? Why do y'all watch this cheesy ass fucking... I got the strangest fucking cult in the planet Earth. Y'all actually watching Francis the Talking Mule. I don't believe it, man. Y'all guys, I ain't seen that since I was a child. Y'all weirdos. Got you watching Francis the Talking Mule. He got the weirdest cult on the planet Earth. Why do you want to watch this? I don't understand it. But why do you want to see some? Alright, whatever, man. I'm on the air, so keep that Francis that was right here. Why you got to have it right here, though? So anyway, you watching Francis the Talking Mule. That's a good spiritual, something good, funny for spiritual people to watch. I ain't seen this shit since I was a child. Anyway, y'all got some strange philosophies to me. Y'all got some strange fucking. God makes people do things, dude. Whether you want to do it or not. You know? That's the way He is. She makes you do things even when you don't want to. Because God knows I'm not going nowhere. See how it works? See, God knows that I'm not going anywhere. God knows that I'm not going, even if say Noah said no. What if Noah said no? And God says the answer is no, Noah, and Noah says no, I can't. Noah is not going to stop serving God. He's not going to stop serving God because he told God no. Oh, I ain't going to serve you no more in also. The answer is no, and I'm not going to serve. No, God, Noah ain't going nowhere. Where else he going to go? Noah was a God fanatic. Noah was a God fanatic. So where was he going to go if he told God no? Where was he going to go? Where he was going to go? So now God told Noah, you're going to build this ark. And Noah said, yes, he got his family to help. We all know the story. But the point of the matter is, they're family. God is the Father, Noah is the Son. They're family. So Noah can't go nowhere. Neither could God. God called the shots. God said, Noah, you're going to build an ark. So Noah got to build an ark. And he did it, and everything worked out perfectly. He told Jeremiah, he approached Jeremiah, he told the Apostle Paul, he approached the Apostle Paul. The Apostle Paul said, he told Apostle Paul, Saul, he said, why you persecute me? He said, why do you persecute? Why are you killing? Why do you hate me so much? And then Paul became a follower of Jesus. You believe that? It's the truth. He was killing Christians. He was killing God's people. He was a Jew killing God's people. He was killing Christians like Adolf Hitler. He was killing them like that. He could have been Adolf Hitler. He hated Christians. He was killing them. He was killing their ass. Just like Adolf was killing Jews. And then he was stopped. And why are you doing this? And then Paul stopped. And Saul stopped. He was killing like Adolf Hitler, killing Christians. And he stopped. And became a follower. Yeah, that's what happened, dude. We're in the army now. Da 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 da. The jack of the knot, the jack of the knot, da 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 da. We're worried. What we talk about? What were we talking about on this afternoon here on a microphone? If you get tired, turn it off, turn it back on another time. That's simple as that. If you get tired, turn it off and turn it. Come see me again sometime, honey. Like an Aerosmith video. Come see me again sometime, honey. But ain't no kids crying around me though. You don't even know what that means. Everything I see, you don't know what it means. But anyway, let's talk about something what you understand. Let's talk about something you understand. You're too far gone. That kind of thing is complicated for y'all now. Anyway. God makes people do things whether they want to do them or not. I ain't lying to you. That's why God says, He says, the world gonna hate you. The world is gonna hate you. The world is gonna hate you. You see, because God knows you're one of His sheep. And the world want to see something in you that's not them. And they're going to hate you. See, God says, what does the light have to do with darkness? What has the darkness do with light? Now, a lot of you guys stick with race. Y'all want to race shit. And you ain't paying no attention to Jesus was a Jew. And this is another thing. How come everybody carrying on being racist and serving God when Jesus is Jewish? You hate Jewish. You're a religious person that hate Jews, but you know Jesus is a Jew. And nobody's talking about that. I mean, it's just a wacky fucking world. I'm not even going to get into no shit like that. I'm just not going to. But it's a wacky goddamn world. Jesus is a Jew, but you're carrying on like He's not a Jew. And if Jesus is a Jew, does that make God, His Father, a Jew? So God said, my son is a Jew, but I'm not a Jew. That's odd. Jesus came down as a Jew, but that doesn't mean He is a Jew. You see how it works like that? Jesus had no race. Jesus was a Jew. It's never Jesus is a Jew. He was Jewish. Never what is. Then on top of that, the Jews don't accept Jesus. The Jews believe in Rosh Hashanah, something like that, or they believe in something else. I don't know, but then it gets twisted some more. The Jews don't even accept Jesus. It's so fucking crazy, dude. Now, if you can't see some kind of shit going on there, then you goddamn blind. If you can't see that all of that is meant to be that way, then something's fucking wrong with you, man. Let's go through the whole thing one more time. And you tell me. Now, here we go. Here we go. You are racist. You are racist. You don't like Jews, but you serve God. Jesus was a Jew, but you're not acknowledging that. Okay, let's put that aside. Now, Jews in turn don't accept Jesus. Christianity. They don't believe in Jesus. They have their own Messiah. And let's put that aside. Now look at the two right there. You can't see that God did that for a reason. You out of your fucking mind. You really can't see that God did that for a reason. You really can't see that. You're going to honestly sit right here in front of this computer or whatever and see that God didn't do that for a reason. Didn't maneuver everything like that for a reason. Does that make any sense? What are the odds of something like that happening? You're a racist, you hate Jews, and yet you're not even going to admit that Jesus was a Jew. So you're serving a Jew, or you was serving a Jew or whatever like that. So you was, or whatever. So let's put it. And then the Jews turn around and look at the whole thing and say, we don't even believe in Jesus. He's fake. We don't believe in him. We got our own Messiah. Now, what do you see? Look at all of that right there. And this is what religion is today. This is where it comes from. This right here. Now, here's the thing about that. You're gonna be in one of these groups and walk over to God's kingdom. Okay, all right. Well, now we're getting somewhere. Now you're gonna be part of one of those groups, and then you're gonna turn around, walk in God's kingdom, and say, "Oh, thank God, I love you so much, God, for being here. Oh, thank you." After that kind of thinking, what kind of then answer me? Then what kind of thinking is Jesus? What I mean, all this time of all the Jews and Gentiles who non-Jews, whoever, what kind of studying are you doing today? Think about that. What kind of studying are you doing today? If somebody come up to a Christian or Baptist or Jehovah's Witness and say, your God is Jew, they'll lose their damn mind. They'll lose their mind. But in reality, Jesus was a Jew. But yet, they'll lose their damn mind. Now you got the Jews who come over here, they say, we don't believe in Jesus at all. He's fake. We got our own Messiah. And some Jews believe in Jesus. Some Jews do. So they'll stick their chest out, because now we're going to twist it again. And they'll stick their chest out and say, Jesus was Jewish. And I'm a Christian, and I'm Jew. So another Jew will say, I'm Christian, and I believe in Jesus. Then how come Jews didn't accept? Because it's different types of Jews. You know? Jews in Bethlehem was dark skinned. Then it's the upper class Jews, which was the Pharisees, that said, get that dark skinned Jew shit the fuck out of here. Our Jesus ain't coming from no Bethlehem. Bethlehem was the project. See, Jesus was born in a manger with poor people. He was born next to sheep and donkeys and shit. And the Pharisees and those upper class Jews said, our Messiah wasn't born in no goddamn manger. That's like being born in a zoo. And our Messiah born in that, and only thing come from Bethlehem is dark-skinned Jews. And we ain't tolerating that. Because you got dark-skinned Jews, you got Jews that look like white people, then you got Jews that look like this, then you got Jews that look like that. So there's all types of Jews, all types. But the ones in Bethlehem look dark-skinned. So the light skin, the ones in upper class, the Pharisees, say, get that fucking shit out of here. Right off the bat, get that out of here. Okay? Our Messiah ain't come from no Bethlehem, and most important, our Messiah is not a dark-skinned motherfucker from Bethlehem, and he wasn't born next to no donkeys and goats and shit like that. You out of your fucking mind. And that lasted all the way to this very day. All the way to this very day, they don't believe that Jesus was the chosen Messiah. Because they say nothing good comes from Bethlehem. Bethlehem was like the project. It was the worst kind of fucking... they say nothing good coming from Bethlehem. So now you see it got twisted again. So now you got the Jews. If you get Christian Jews, they stand up and say, yeah, I believe in Jesus, but our Jesus wasn't no dark-skinned Jesus. And our Jesus would look like us. They probably think like that. But Bethlehem, hey, they were brown-skinned Jews in Bethlehem. You know, with the short curly hair, that's how they look. And that fucking shit. And the light-skinned Jews that look like the Europeans, they not accepting that shit. And they basically the practicing Jews today. They the practicing motherfuckers. They practice and wear that on their head and got the beards and the hats and stuff. They say, well, accept that. All Jesus Ain't a brown skinned Bethlehemites. Call them Bethlehemites. Oh, yeah, our Jesus ain't come from Bethlehem. That's some brown skinned, poor fucking Jews. And Jews, they got money. They like money, so they rich. They take care. But Bethlehem Jews was poor and shit like that. And it's no, our Messiah color. You get that shit out of here. All you gotta do is read in the Bible. It's all right there in the Bible. You just get that shit out of here. Though nothing good comes from Bethlehem. That's a poor area. It don't say our Messiah came from Bethlehem, because now you blaspheme. And that's one of the reasons why they put Jesus to death. They say he got to go. He got to go because we getting on our fucking nerves saying he's the Messiah. I don't give a fuck what he's doing. I don't care. He's not no Messiah come from no Bethlehem. Plus everybody know him. Everybody fucking know him. Everybody know that's Joseph's son. Oh, he's a Looney Tune. He was a carpenter. Oh, he's a Looney Tune. Don't say he's no Messiah, dude. It was a big mess. It was a fucking big mess, dude. Jesus had brothers and sisters, and there's nowhere in the Bible that says they approached him during his ministry and said, Jesus, what you doing? Nowhere. Only one is John the Baptist. They think he was crazy anyway. Eating locusts in the field. Honey and locusts. That's all he eat was honey and locusts. Baptizing people, screaming out the Messiah coming. So they think John the Baptist was crazy from the beginning. Here comes Jesus, and they can now both of them together and shit. The whole fucking region went crazy. It's a little bunch of screwballs. So there's nowhere in the Bible where Jesus' brothers and sisters came up to him and said, Jesus, what you? They stayed away from his ass. They stayed away from his ass. The only one that stayed away is mother. That's the only one's mother and his father. I don't remember in the Bible. Yeah. I don't remember nowhere in Jesus' ministry where him and Joseph had a conversation. The father said, fuck that shit. Only one that dealt with was Mary. She the only one, his mom was the only one that dealt with him. I ain't lying to you. His mother was the only one that dealt with him. Kid you not. I could stand corrected, but I remember that Jesus' father Joseph approached him and said, Jesus, I'm your father. What are you doing? Nowhere. The mother is the only one. Let me get something straight. When they say Jesus made wine, they say it wasn't alcohol wine. Where the fuck in the Bible does it say that? Where does it say that? Where does it say in the Bible? Don't take down. You're taking my hand, taking me away from the Bible again. I don't like you keep taking me away from the Bible, and I don't like that. I don't like that. Stop taking me away from the Bible. Stop doing that. Alright. When Jesus turns the water into wine, what gives you the right to say it's not alcohol wine? What gives you, because during that season, does the Bible say that? Does the Bible say that? If Jesus don't drink, then why does the Pharisee say, Jesus, look over there, Jesus drinking with the hookers and the thieves? Why did they say that about Jesus then? Answer that question. If Jesus made the wine, and the wine was alcohol free, why in another period the Pharisees pointed their finger at Jesus and the people say, look, Jesus drinking wine with the thieves and prostitutes? Why did they say that? Answer that question. See, the point is, do you know what you're saying when you say what you fucking say, dude? Do you know what you're talking about? They say, look, the Messiah come, he's supposed to be Jesus, the Messiah, and he sit on here getting drunk. No, Jesus is getting drunk. He was getting high. Not drunk, but high. Because that's what it's for, getting high. Jesus is getting high. And the Pharisees say, look, he over there getting drunk with drunkards and the prostitutes. That's what kind of Messiah Jesus was, dude. So where you get this, when he made wine, it was alcohol free? What the fuck are you talking about? They drank all of the barrel. They drank it all. They were drunk. They were having fun. It was a loose party. So Mary came up to Jesus and said, Jesus said, what I got to do with that? What are you telling me for? Woman, what are you telling me for? Then Jesus caught what he said. It's okay, I tell you what. Pour that water into this, and then Jesus made more wine. Now, they going off Jesus ain't drinking, it was alcohol free. You know, you Christians out there really fucking get to me, dude. And you know why I curse like that? Because Jesus swore. And the reason why, because, you know, you guys think you don't know all the answers, and you don't know what the goddamn hell you're talking about. See, one thing about Western civilization, they want God to be like a white person and shit, you know? Oh, because the same manners they treat in the Bible is the way they treat government. It's the same fucking thing to me. It's the same. Take a high-powered celebrity right now. Take a high-powered celebrity right now, and they see it, and they show a picture of this celebrity drinking. What would they say in the media about that celebrity? What would they say? They will say what a white person will say. And the thing about it is, they take the Bible and try to whitewash it like they think white and shit and stuff like that. Are you kidding? That's in Bethlehem. That's overseas. That's in Iraq. That's near Iraqi. That's near all that. They drinking that. Man, y'all out your gut. Oh my gosh, it just gets to me so fucking much. But you know what? The Bible can say anything you want it to say. You can maneuver it to say anything you want it to say, dude. But it's just a shame how they try to take the Bible and make it like it's white, and they think white, and they act white. It just really gets to me, dude. It really fucking gets to me, man. He made non-alcohol wine. But the Messiah don't drink alcohol. What the fuck? Then they were saying, what is Jesus getting drunk? They say Jesus got drunk, not got drunk, but he's getting drunk. Look over there, he's drinking all that wine. They drinking wine at the Last Supper and start singing. What does that look like? We are friends together. Me and my friend, we used to get together. And if you drinking and you singing, you had a party. You had a little party. That's the Last Supper, dude. Dude, that is the Last Supper. And that's why Satan came up in that bitch, dude. Because they was high off of that wine. They was high, dude. They was high. That's why Satan came up in there. And Jesus said, get away, well, let me say, I think Jesus entered Peter. I think Satan entered Peter. I think Satan entered, was it Peter or John? It was one of them. Satan went right into it. They was all sitting around high. And Jesus said, it's almost time for me to sacrifice myself. And one of the apostles, he was high. He was high, and he said, Jesus, they ain't great sacrifice you, man. You talking all this, they ain't great. And then Jesus got serious and said, get behind me, Satan. Get behind, because Jesus knew right away there was Satan talking. Satan took advantage of that because they were getting drunk, they were high. So Satan came right up at Peter, one of them, and Jesus said, get behind, right at the Last Supper, he said, get behind me, Satan. Because Satan knew they was drinking and everything. He said, take advantage. Then he told, in Judas, he was high. You should read the Last Supper and see how they was out of character. And read how they behaved all the way to the Last Supper. And when you read the Last Supper, watch how they behaved in the Last Supper. Jesus said, it's like a bunch of high men that was high. I swear to God, Jesus said, he said, one of you was a manslayer, and it was fine for you, for that man, they wasn't never born. And then Judas Iscariot said, is you talking about me? Are you talking about me, Jesus? No. Jesus said, one of you. He said, one of you. Judas was in charge of the money and everything. But Judas, he didn't come close to mentioning Judas. It's scary. Judas said, Messiah, you talking about me? He gave himself away down there because they was high. He didn't know. Then later on, get up and go and do what you're ready to do. And then Judas got up and left and everything, and they continued to get high singing. They were singing songs and getting high. Judas went out there and betrayed Jesus while he was high and all that shit, dude. And the thing is, Jesus is hiding. Jesus was hiding. They didn't know where he was. He was hiding. He said, I know where he at, because they was already looking for his ass. They said, because he walking around here talking that shit. You know, they was already looking for him. So Jesus got really nervous, you know. He got really nervous. He did. He said, if it's possible, could you make this cup pass for me? He said, wait a minute. Then he had to catch himself. He said, wait a minute, for this reason, this is the reason. But he had to catch himself. Well, Jesus was a normal man. You know, he was a regular man. That's why when he came back, a lot of people, why did he come back in a different body when he came back? It's resurrected. They didn't know who he was. And a lot of Christians don't even know the answer to that. And that's what I'm talking about. Do spiritual people, do Christians know the Bible? You know, you got all the way up to the Pope, Francis, and all this shit. Do they know what they reading into? Do they understand what they reading? When Jesus came back, they didn't know who he was. So he had to get a different body. Why did he have to get a different body? What's the answer? What's the answer? Why he had to get a different body? If Jesus came down from heaven inside Mary, lived his life, then he was put to death. Then answer me a question, guys. Let me say it again before I get an answer. It's a shame. It's a shame. And this is why they don't believe it's Armageddon happening right now. This is the reason why. This is the reason why they don't believe Armageddon is starting right now. But anyway, let's carry on. If Jesus left heaven, came down in Mary, grew up as a man, and then was put to death, why didn't he come back in the same body when he got resurrected 3 days later? The answer is how. How are you going to do it? That's why he came back in a different body. How are you going to use the same body? He was a person, ass. Use your damn head. If he came down and he was Jesus now, a real man, and he got resurrected 3 days later, how is it going to be the same body? How? Jesus, alright, let me explain. Jesus really is a spirit. He's not a man. He came down as a man one time. When that body died, how you gonna come back in the same body? When that was him that died. How this gonna happen? That's why he came down in a different body. And they had a hard time figuring who he was. He couldn't use the same body. He was dead. He was a man. See what I'm talking about? And this is the same reason why they don't believe this is. That's why God said it's going to be this way. That's just why God said it's going to be this way in Armageddon. They don't even believe this Armageddon start. They don't even fucking believe it. And I feel sorry. I ain't even gonna. This is crazy. Yeah, this is funny. Yeah, that's what when the guard pierced his side, that's how he showed the scar on his side. That's how they knew. They saw the scar on his side. But he was different. He can't be the same. It was him that died. How you gonna come back and say himself? How you gonna do it? He's a spirit. Jesus came down as a man. He wasn't a spirit. He was a man. So when a man died, he returned. He was a spirit. So how can he return as a man? So how you look the same? See? It takes spirit to understand the scriptures. It takes spirit to understand the scriptures. The Bible is not even meant for us. It's meant for the anointed. The Bible is not even meant for man, period. The Bible was written for the anointed, the Jesus brothers. That's when the Bible was meant for Jesus. We're the other sheep that the book of Revelation speak about, that we benefit from the Bible. We benefit from it. We benefit from it. We're the other sheep. We're the ones in the book of Revelation. God said, who are these people right here? And Jesus said, the angel said, the voice said, these are the other sheep. They washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. They all got fig leaves in their hands. That's who we are. You see? But the Bible ain't meant for us. We just benefited from it. It's meant for Jesus' brothers. We're the other sheep that's benefiting from it. When I say Jesus' brothers, the Bible is meant for of Jesus' brothers that are going to serve with him in heaven. And it's a number of 144,000. But a lot of people don't believe that number. See, they chop that number up. That's why I said man destroys everything. And remember the last talk I gave? I said man destroys everything? Because that's a number. That's a set number. Like right now, God said, when y'all see all these things occur, go to an open field and wait for me right there. All through the years, there'll be disaster. Right now, there'll be disaster in open fields all around the world. See, anything that's set, man come and destroy. So 144,000 man destroyed that. It's not 144,000. They come and just fuck it up. You see? That's why right now it's a cliffhanger, the Bible cliffhanger. Nobody knows how. That's why, because if it was a set thing like 144, man will come and screw it up. Then how will God's people get saved? You see the point? That's why the Bible is a cliffhanger. Come on, let's get out of here. We're going to do this again. Thank you for another Red Orbit. We on here talking and shooting the shit and everything. We're going to do this again very soon, okay? Probably sooner than you think. This is fun. Just kicking back, talking about spiritual stuff. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.